Yo. LOL fishing friendlier. Have you listened to today's new episode of Toku King? I'm picking up viewers fast. That's good. That's good. How is everybody today? So, today's episode, I thought was a really good one, and I hope everybody else liked it. If you haven't listened to it yet, that's fine. You can listen to it now. You can listen to it now. That's fine. I'll wait. I am happy to wait. Because I think the new episode of Toku King is the best one yet. I think people will be really excited when they listen to it. It's a little over 8 minutes. Not very long. Anyone there? Ugh. Mm. A. 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 So has anyone listened to the new episode of Toku King? I admit it hasn't been up long, so I don't expect most people to have listened to it yet. But I'm fine with you muting the live stream and listening to it and coming back to discuss it. I wonder if Nadi's up here. Guess not. Remember, I have nothing to talk about if you guys don't ask me stuff in the chat, you know. The whole point of a live stream is to interact. My favorite movie? Probably Shin Godzilla. It was GMK, but Shin Godzilla is just so damn good. I think Shin Godzilla might be my favorite movie. My favorite TV show is Kamen Rider. I fucking love Kamen Rider. It's nice to see you again, Mason Reyes. Welcome back. But yeah, Shin Godzilla and Kamen Rider are the shit. I love it. Yeah. If you guys haven't watched Kamen Rider, you really should, because it's actually a huge influence on Toku King. The three big influences on Toku King are one, Power Rangers, because it was originally going to be live action, and Power Rangers choreography, and also Power Rangers weapons were going to be the biggest influence on fighting. Power Rangers would be the biggest influence on fighting. Story-wise, the biggest influence is Kamen Rider, because my villains are very a lot like Kamen Rider villains. My hero is a solo hero, much like Kamen Rider. But aesthetically, the biggest influence is Red Man, believe it or not. Like, my hero is red because the hero in Red Man is red. It takes place out in nature because Red Man takes place in nature, and the kaiju are more human sized because they are in Red King as well. So those are the three big influences on Toku King. So Kamen Rider had a big influence, and Godzilla has a huge influence on the new episode. I fucking love the Eric Andre show, dude. I've seen every episode. I've seen the Kraft Punk special. I've seen him at the DNC and RNC. I watched his commencement speech. I've I've watched like every interview he's ever been in. I can't wait for his new movie to come out. It was supposed to be out in April, but the coronavirus delayed it. It got bought up by a streaming service, I think. I haven't seen his new stand up bit on Netflix, but that's because I don't really like stand up. I'm not much of a stand up guy, but the Eric Andre show is like one of my favorite shows of all time. Is English your first language, Mason? I'm curious. Okay, that clears that up. Have any of you guys listened to the new episode of Toku King yet? It's the best one yet, I think. Ah, fuck, something's in my eye. I know I'm not supposed to touch my face, but fuck, something just went in my eye for real. Ah, I live again. Ah. Do I have Call of Duty Warzones? My brother just gave me like a shit ton of Call of Duty games. Like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Call of Duty games for the Xbox 360. It looks like that he just gave to me because he gave me his Xbox 360 and his games because he got the new Xbox. So he was just like, "Here, have it. I don't care." So that was nice of him. And I'm not a big Call of Duty guy. I don't even like shooting games that much. I'll probably play them each through once just because he gave them to me. But one of them, Modern Warfare 2, I actually already have on PC. But I'll probably still play it because I never finished it on PC because I didn't care. He also gave me some other cool games. He gave me Far Cry. He gave me Red Dead Redemption. He gave me Grand Theft Auto 4. Halo ODST. I actually have the Master Chief Collection on PC because those are the. I actually do love Halo, even though I don't play a lot of shooting games. Halo's just super fun, great story. But Halo ODST and Halo 4 have not arrived on PC yet. So in the meantime, I have Halo 3 ODST on Xbox 360. He also gave me a few sports games. I don't give a damn about sports, so I'm just going to sell those to the comic shop because they're big in the games now, video games. Because the reason my local comic shop actually started selling video games was because, one, they hate GameStop because GameStop's trying to get in on the collectible game and steal their business. Also, GameStop just sucks in general, right? Like the prices are too high. They don't give you fair trades for anything. Like GameStop just fucking sucks in general. And also, there's a video game bar, a barcade, right next to his comic shop, and they don't treat people super well there, especially children. And he's like a big fan of children. He really likes kids, and he's always giving them free comic books and stuff when they come in. Uh, and the video game arcade next to his shop does won't even let children play the games. So he was like, I'm gonna start selling video games because screw those companies. Why do all video game companies suck? And so he was like, I'm just gonna sell video games myself. And I actually he did hire me on for a little bit to help sort games and stuff. And I did do that. It wasn't so bad. He still owes me some money for that. He just hired me on like as a friend, like not in the system because we're buddies. But I just took it as store credit. That's why I still haven't used it because it's store credit. Any comments, questions? An episode of Toku King's really good. You can go listen to that. Come back and we'll talk about it. It's only 8 minutes, 19 seconds. It's actually 7 seconds longer than I thought it was. But some of that is the ad at the beginning and then there's credits at the end, so it's actually shorter than that. Gee, I'm really proud of the new episode of Toku King that came out today. I don't expect you all to have seen it already, but I would like you to listen to it and get back to me on it in this live stream. I'd really like some feedback, and I love answering behind the scene questions. Like, I love answering behind the scene questions. Oh, starting to get the hiccups. Season 4 is called The Kaijin Returns. You can probably guess who the villain is in that episode. Season 1, episode 5 is called Swamp Jelly. Season 1, Episode 6 is called The Kaijin Falls. Episode 7 is called Leaps and Bounds. Episode 8 is called Mirror Mirror. Episode 9 is called Chief. And I haven't named Episode 10 of the season yet. But there's only 10 episodes in this season, and then there's a special. I don't know. The Toku King Season 1 special is just called Origin. That's it, nothing special. I haven't named any of the Season 2 episodes. Or Season 3 episodes. I've been writing Season 3 recently. I just wrote Season 3, Episode 6 this morning. I'll probably write 7 before I go to bed. But there are 14 episodes in Season 2. And 14 episodes... No, not 14. 15 episodes in Season 3. So each season seems to get a little bit longer. I can hear my cat downstairs making a ruckus. She's a little baby. She's a little baby. Waka. Nothing? No one? Did my kitty just come up here? Kitty. Oh, good girl. You come upstairs to be with me. Who's a good kitty? Who's the goodest kitty in the world? Oh, you want to come lay on me? You're right there. Come lay on me. Come on. Would a treat change your mind? Unless you... I know you want this treat, girl. I know you want this treat, girl. You want this treat? You want this treat? You want this treat? Do you want this treat? I think I'm going to do a dramatic reading of the first 2 episodes of Toku King for you guys in a sec. Oh, now you notice the treat, huh? Now you notice the treat. Oh, you want it. Oh, you want it so bad, don't you? Yes. Yes. Who is a good girl? Who likes to lick my fingies? You are so cute. I love you. Oh, I love you so much. Oh, you want another one? Is that what you're saying to me? Don't bite the bag. You can have another one. Just one more, okay? Oh, you took it right from my thingy. I didn't even get a chance to wave it in your face. Oh, you're so cute. You cannot have a third one. 2 is already too many. No. No, you can't have a third one. No. But you're a good girl. Are you a good girl? Are you a good girl? Yeah, you're a good girl because you're the queen. The queen bean. Where are you going? Oh, I get it. Eat the treat and leave, right? You remind me of my father. Went out for a pack of cigarettes, never came back. So who's still watching this thing? Mason Reyes left. LOL Fishing Fontalar is probably gone. Who's lurking? Which one of you is lurking? What are you doing, girl? What are you doing? Play with your mouse. Play with your stuffed mouse. Yeah, that's good, girl. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do dramatic readings of the first 2 episodes of Toku King. I think that would be fun, don't you? Because I actually don't think my voice acting was very good in the first episode. I mean, I know it's the pilot, and you can excuse like a lot of stuff in the pilot, but yeah, I don't think my acting was very good in episode 1 of Toku King. So this will give me a chance to do it a little bit better. Dan Kujo always loved heroes. Ever since he was a kid, he looked up to the colorful men and women who kept our planet safe from monsters and aliens. Power Rangers, Kamen Riders, Ultramen, Metal Heroes. They all protected our planet and lives week by week. But everyone loses eventually. It got to the point where the monsters were appearing more and more frequently. It seemed like there were 50 monsters for every hero, and they just kept coming. Soon enough, the human race started to dwindle. Cities were falling along with the human population. Forests started to grow across the planet. Mankind had to rebuild inside the wreckage of fallen mechs. The heroes are gone, for the most part. Their weapons and other artifacts were left behind. Dan Kujo is a historian who specializes in the heroes of the past. He collects what they left behind in an effort to fight the monster population that is growing around the world. Dan had been traveling across the New World's forested landscape for some time. Over the past several months, Dan had found several small relics that he recognized from his studies. He found 2 small batteries that bore the images of a Tyrannosaurus and a Velociraptor. I should probably have mentioned the colors of those things. A red Tyrannosaurus and a green Velociraptor. He also found 3 coins, one with the effigy of a blue Triceratops, another with a yellow saber-toothed cat, and a third with another red T-Rex. All of these relics had once held great power, but now they were drained down to the very minimum and could no longer bring forth the energies they once could. Dan had set up camp near a small stream so that he could examine his newest coin, when he heard a rustling in the bushes. Suddenly, a large green and brown mass sprung from the underbrush and landed before him. It had a body not unlike a brown gorilla, but its hands and feet were scaly and clawed like a lizard's. Its yellow reptilian eyes stared down its scaled snout and directly at Dan. This was the Repto Sapien. An atomic explosion once fused a lizard and an ape into a single being that now wandered through the world forest, attacking anyone it encountered. This was that creature. Another one? You messed with the wrong guy this time, Kaiju. Roar! There's like a roar effect. Dan pulled his right arm up to reveal a golden bracelet with a 3-pronged apparatus. Toku change! Dan spun the apparatus and was enveloped in golden light. Fun fact, the Toku changer I was going to make when it was a live-action show was literally just a golden band and a golden fidget spinner. That was the whole thing. Just a golden band and a golden fidget spinner. That was the whole thing. Good times. Very good times. Dan spun the apparatus, and he was enveloped in a golden light. Reptosapien covered its eyes, but when it looked again, It seemed as if the human it had targeted was replaced with a red and gold organism. But it was Dan. His Toku changer had transformed him. He was now clad in red. His hands, feet, and waist were covered in gold. The helmet Dan now wore was red with gold trim. A gold crest rose above his black visor. Inheritor of the power, Toku King! Dan Kujo had transformed into the hero, Toku King! The Reptosapien charged at Toku King and brought down one of its large claws. Toku King blocked the creature's attack and pushed the monster back. He pushed Reptosapien back further and further with a series of punches to the creature's gut, followed by a roundhouse kick. Lend me a hand, Ryuki! Drag Saber! Suddenly, a red and silver sword appeared in Toku King's hand. Toku King struck the monster with the sword until it was backed up against a tree. The creature roared in pain. Rah! Time to heat things up. Toku King charged at Reptosapien. The drag saber burst into flames as Toku King swung it across the monster. Toku finish! Reptosapien fell to the ground before suddenly exploding into atoms. What a grand show! What? Is someone there? Suddenly, there was a flash of bright white light that nearly blinded our hero. He braced himself for another attack, but lowered his guard when he saw the odd sight before him. A white saber floated in front of Toku King's face. It was beautiful. Silver and gold metal ran across the blade. The strangest part of the saber was the face of a white tiger that sat on the end of the hilt. Imagine his surprise when the tiger's mouth started to move. My name is Saba. I have been watching you, Mr. Kujo. It's not very often that someone with such a talent for fighting monsters appears in this day and age. I thought all the Henshin devices had been destroyed or drained. Toku King stared at the saber in disbelief, just before remembering an old text that he found in the rubble of a juice bar. Wait a second. I know you! The Saba saber that controlled the White Tiger Zord. Indeed! I must say I am quite flattered that the humans still remember me after all these years. I can't believe that you're still active. Well, I no longer have the energy to control an entire Zord, but I get by. I've been using the remainder of my power to search the morphing grid for anyone who can still access it. That is how I found you, young man. I noticed that you have been collecting artifacts related to the era of heroes. Toku King looked down at his drag saber. I am. We can't let them get destroyed or fall into the wrong hands. If I can collect more artifacts, I can protect more people. You truly are a selfless soul. I'll tell you what, I will lend you my power. Your power? Really? Indeed. Not only can I be helpful in combat, but I have fought alongside heroes that use the artifacts you are collecting as well. I know how many of them could be used to their fullest potential, and I can even sense the locations of many. That would be amazing. Saba smiled, but then his face suddenly became stern. I only ask that you never use these powers for evil or your own personal gain. Many of these powers once had rules that guided them, but this new world has changed the meaning of right and wrong in the eyes of many people across the globe. You say you want to protect people, but can I trust you to use my power only for the betterment of this world? Toku King answered without a second thought. I can't sit here and pretend that these powers aren't tempting. In a world with so few humans, they could be used to take whatever one wanted. But all I really want is a world where humans don't have to be afraid of what waits outside. I want a world where children can run and play without having to worry about monsters or mutants. Saba stared at Toku King for several seconds before cracking a smile. Wonderful! It seems that the human race hasn't changed one bit. In another part of the world, a dark figure sat on a throne covered in shadow, its black hand curled into a fist. Now, the dark figure's voice is actually digitally altered, but I'll do the best I can. I can feel it. The Toku Changer is adding more to itself every day.
Something else has awakened as well. The Saba saber. I can sense it. If Saba has returned, it is possible that more artifacts will awaken as well. And when they do, they will be mine.
And that's how episode 1 ended. I'm just doing these dramatic readings to kill time while more people show up. Hello, Wyvern Venom. Nice to see you again. Now I'm going to move on to episode 2 of Toku King Season 1. Do a dramatic reading of that. And remember, the Dark Figure's voice is digitally altered in the actual audio show. So I'm not going to do the voice right. But still. In a dark corner of the globe, a mysterious figure sat on his makeshift throne. He rapped his fingers against the throne's arm. As he sat there, another figure, cloaked in black, approached and kneeled before the throne. The cloaked figure removed his hood to reveal a smooth, featureless head that reflected light like a mirror. As he kneeled, he spoke. "You called for me, master?"
Cloaked Kaijin. Saba has awakened. I need you to retrieve it for me.
"Yes, my master. Soon the Saba saber will be in your arsenal."
I do not intend to use it as a weapon, but as a compass. I can sense artifacts when they awaken, but the Saba saber can sense dormant artifacts. Whoever possesses Saba will be able to get these relics before anyone else even knows they exist.
I see, my master. I will fetch the saber for you, so that you may make this world yours. In another part of the world, Dan Kujo, aka Toku King, and Saba had recently made camp in the World Forest. Saba was examining the Toku changer that was attached to Toku King's wrist.
You have very interesting powers indeed. Very interesting.
Really? I didn't make the Toku changer, so I'm not really an expert when it comes to the technical side.
The Toku changer, as you call it, seems to be able to tap into many power sources at once. It really should not be possible.
Why not?
Well, it should need much more energy than the device can handle. You are powered by the morphing grids, Basium, and other energy sources that I can't even identify.
Before Dan could respond, a strange mist appeared before them. Out of that strange mist stepped the cloaked Kaijin. What?
Be careful, Dan.
Greetings, Toku King. I am the cloaked Kaijin. What do you want? I have come for the Saba saber. What do you want with him?
He must want me to find other artifacts and weapons for him.
Hand over the saber, human. Saba is a little. Make him stay with me, and I certainly won't make him go with you. You'll regret that philosophy. Dan brought his arm up and spun the Toku changer on his wrist. Toku change! Suddenly, Dan Kujo was once again covered in gold light before transforming into the Red Ronin, Toku King. Cloaked Kaijin did not look impressed. The dark creature removed a small, humanoid-looking doll from under his cloak. The small toy bore a strong resemblance to the robot known as Darklops Zero, but what could a toy of the deadly machine accomplish? Saba knew. He recognized the doll right away.
Oh dear, a spark doll!
A what? Cloaked Kaijin gripped the Zark Zero spark doll tightly as a purple energy enveloped him. What immense power! Cloaked Kaijin began to approach Toku King. In response to this, Saba flew into Toku King's hand. When Cloaked Kaijin was in range, Toku King swung at him with the saber, but the Kaijin blocked the attack with ease. What?
The spark doll increased his power immensely. Just look!
Then Toku King noticed the silver armor plating was appearing across the Kaijin's upper body. What kind of power is this? This is the power of Darklops Zero, A power a human like you will never understand. Cloaked Kaijin swatted Toku King into a tree before punching our hero through it. Toku King quickly got back onto his feet and extended Saba's blade. He swung the saber at the Kaijin, who in turn blocked it with his new armor. Cloaked Kaijin brought the backs of his palms up against his forehead and fired a powerful laser from it. The blast barely missed Toku King, but it was still powerful enough to knock the hero back, freeing Saba from his grip. Before they could recover, Cloaked Kaijin snatched Saba up off of the ground. This was even easier than I thought. Your red friend is too inexperienced, and you are too weak to defend yourself, Saber.
I beg to differ.
At that moment, Saba shot red beams from his eyes that struck Cloaked Kaijin directly in the face. Gah! Toku King didn't miss his chance. Saba was back in his hands before the saber even had a chance to touch the ground. Nice move, Saba.
Thank you, Dan.
Let's finish this. You think you can defeat this power? Let's do it. Toku Rush! Saba crackled with red energy that ran into his blade from the Toku changer. Toku King rushed past Cloak Kaijin with impressive speed and brought Saba across the villain. What? How? The force of their strike was so strong that the Darklops Zero Spark Doll flew away from the Kaijin and landed in the leaves below. The armor that had covered Cloak Kaijin swiftly faded away. Impossible! How could an amateur like you defeat me? I will return, Toku King. Another mysterious cloud of mist surrounded Cloaked Kaijin, and he disappeared as quickly as he arrived. Toku King pressed a button on the top of his Toku changer, which released his transformation, returning him to civilian form.
Great work, old chap!
Couldn't have sent him running without you, Saba. Just then, Dan noticed the spark doll that Cloaked Kaijin had left behind. Eh? What's this? Dan and Saba looked over the strange figure.
Cloaked Kaijin must have dropped the spark doll after your Toku finish.
What is this thing, anyway? I recognize the robot Darklops Zero now that I see it up close. A Dark Ultra once used them in an invasion attempt.
Well, you see, this spark doll was once a real Darklops Zero.
What? How is that possible?
Towards the end of the Henshin boom, a battle between two great giants caused many heroes and villains to be transformed into spark dolls. These dolls were scattered across the planet. A sufficient energy source could restore them, or they could be used as weapons, as we just saw.
How have I never heard about this?
Well, the majority of the fight happened in space, and nearly everyone who witnessed it was turned into a spark doll themselves.
That seems like something that might be of use to me. I'll have to look into it. Cloaked Kaijin returned to his master's domain. He bowed before the dark being. I am sorry, master. I failed you. And remember, the dark figure voice is usually done digitally, so mine's not going to sound as good.
So, the Darklops Zero Spark Doll was not enough to defeat him. No matter. He can travel across the world for us, gathering all the artifacts he wants. But he will change. Nothing. His kind never will. The dark figure stood and walked over to a series of shelves that contained many strange objects. He lingered there for a moment before plucking another spark doll from his collection. This one resembled the monster Red King, but something was different about it. The shadowy being ran his fingers across the doll as Cloak Kaijin watched in awe. The next time you face Toku King, you will have all the power you need.
And that's just a dramatic reading of the first two episodes for anyone who didn't hear them. I'm not going to read you the third episode until maybe next live chat. Because a new episode of Toku King actually came out today. I think it's the best one yet. The whole point of this live stream is to discuss it. So if you guys want to go listen to it and then come back, that'd be cool. It's 8 minutes, 19 seconds, but some of that's the ad and credits. Got hiccups. Where'd my kitty go? Where'd my kitty go? Nah, she's off doing cat stuff. She's off doing cat stuff, being a little angel, baby, baby kitty cat, being a little angel, baby, baby kitty cat, being a little baby kitty cat. Well, you see, hello GG1954. Thank you for listening to the episode. Yeah, I think my version of him is pretty cool, to be honest. You're gonna see more of him down the line. More of him this season, actually. It's gonna be good stuff. Good stuff. I do kind of have a mixture of different versions of that character in mind. Like, you'll notice its roar was the Showa roar, but its energy effect was a more recent one. I haven't seen episode 3 yet. I know you haven't seen it yet. That's why I haven't said the character's name. You should go listen to it. You should go listen to it. Did you enjoy the episode GG1954? Did you think it was good? You got any comments or questions? Yeah, it won't take long to listen to the episode, less than 10 minutes. The read-up for the episode is, Dan, Kujo, and Saba are looking for a relic. When they confront a kaiju, they attempt to destroy it, but the god of destruction stands in their way. Who is this god? Why do they care about this kaiju? Find out during this week's episode of Toku King! Good stuff, man. Good stuff. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and say that Project Godzilla is going to start voicing Chief, who is the mechanic character. That's just his nickname. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Any questions about the episode, GG1954? Any comments? Did you think it was good? That I want to know the most. I want to try to improve the show by getting feedback. Season 1 of episode 4 is called The Kaijin Returns. So I'm sure you can guess who he fights in that episode. Season 1, episode 5 is called Swamp Jelly. Episode 6 is called The Kaijin Falls. Episode 7 is called Leaps and Bounds. And then episode 8 is called Mirror Mirror, which I'm very proud of that Star Trek reference. Very proud of that Star Trek reference. What continent are they in right now? I don't know. I don't want to reveal that because, you see, the thing is, they're not in Japan. I know Japan's not a continent. Sue me. They're not in Japan. Japan is gone. Japan is straight up gone. The islands are done. They don't exist anymore. Because Japan is the center of the kaiju outbreak. That's where everything started, and then it just grew out across the world from there. Right? I don't want to reveal what continent they're on because that might affect the perception of the show in a way I don't want. I don't want people to be like, hey, why is this relic here? It doesn't make sense for this relic to be here because this show took place on this continent. How can he find an Ultraman thing when he's not in Japan? But see, the thing is, the Spark dolls are scattered all over the planet because the war happened in space, right? And then what happened was during this big heroic age in the war with the kaiju, all the heroes that were in Japan had to spread out across the world. So Kamen Riders were all over the planet before the heroic age ended and the kaiju age began. Because the kaiju were worldwide, so they couldn't just fight in Japan anymore. So I'm not going to tell you what continent they're on, because to be honest, it doesn't really matter. And I also don't want it to affect the perception of the show. But they're not in Japan, because Japan no longer exists. Even the islands themselves have been completely destroyed. Any other questions, comments, reviews? My phone battery is because I'm using my hotspot to get good enough internet to do this stream. That's the reason, isn't it, Father? Dun 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 dun. Will the city of Atlantis ever play a part? Like, probably not. That's a really specific question. I don't have any plans for Atlantis unless I do some kind of Manda thing, I guess, but I really don't have any plans for that, no. They will go to one of the cities inside a mech in season 3. I know I'm way too ahead on, like, season 3 and stuff. I shouldn't even have season 2 written at this point, but I go. Yeah. The first time you'll even see a city is in the special that premieres after season 2. That's the first time you'll even see a city, because most cities are just gone. Just been destroyed. Fucked up. Yeah. I need to shave. This goatee looks fucking weird. So, what did you think of the portrayal of the mystery kaiju that appeared in today's episode? You're right, Wyvern Venom. I mean, that probably should have been everybody's first guess. And if you think, like, if you're up to date on your kaiju trivia, I actually give away who the kaiju is in the episode title. Because you know how Godzilla is called the King of the Monsters in the West? Well, in Japan, he's not called the King of the Monsters. He's called the God of Destruction. So the episode title, The God of Destruction, will tell any hardcore fan exactly who is in the episode. But I hope you liked my portrayal of Godzilla. I think it was a pretty good job. Yeah, he's called the God of Destruction. Will there be trading ports? Most cities' economies are self-contained in Toku King because it's so dangerous to travel. I mean, the world is coated in kaiju. It's so dangerous to travel that, like, cities don't trade with each other. Like, the economies are self-contained. Like, they might not even have the same currency. Like, the currency in one city could be something completely different from a city just on the other side of a mountain. So, the cities don't trade with each other. And some cities don't even have a currency. Some cities are barter-based, which is also fine. It's just every city is completely different. So did you guys like the episode? I really want to know. Well, you get your answers and questions prepared. I'm actually going to go to the bathroom. I've been drinking a lot of tea today. So, get some questions and comments ready while I'm gone for a sec. Ooh. Get out of this blankie. Be right back. Baby, come back. Baby, come back to me. Oh, yeah. There's no God now, can't you see? Baby, come back to me. I hear her. I hear Naughty. There's Naughty. Hi, girl. Meh, meh, meh. Whew. What up? Hey, Naughty. Give me a kiss, Naughty. Give me a smooch. Yeah. Oh. Come on, just one smooch. Just one smooch. Just one smooch. Oh, you want head rubs. You want head rubs, don't you, baby? Yes. She's so cute. Look at this baby. Look at this baby. You're a baby. You're a baby. That's a true fact. You're a baby. So, how did you guys like the episode? No one's actually told me if they liked it or not. Everyone just keeps avoiding that question, which makes me sad. Makes me feel like you guys didn't like it. I'm glad you loved it because I worked very hard on it. That's the season 1 scripts went through several drafts because first they were written to be live action and then I had to rewrite them again and again and again. So I'm very anxious about the season 1 scripts. I am completely confident in the season 2 scripts, and season 3 is coming along pretty well. But I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked the script. Any questions about it? I mean, if you guys ever expect a small Godzilla like that? The giant claw doesn't really deserve a toy, though, right? The giant condor toy is from YMSF, and YMSF is like an indie toy maker. So I'm not even sure if that really counts. That's basically a custom figure. I like YMSF, though. I have a couple YMSFs. I have more than a couple. I have Sanda and Gyra, and I have Gabara and Veron. The giant claw doesn't look anything like the giant condor. Like at all. Right, Nadi? Nadi's just fucking looking at me. Nadi's never seen Ebera Horror of the Deep, aka Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster, and she's never seen the giant claw, have you, Nadi? You haven't seen either movie. We should watch Ebera later. I have it. I just haven't watched it in years because I don't really like it that much. Mothra's in it for like no reason. Tokyo SOS is a good one. I really like Tokyo SOS. My favorite Godzilla suit is from Tokyo SOS. I love Tokyo SOS. Kiru's my favorite Mecha Godzilla. That's my favorite Godzilla suit. Mothra's portrayed well in it. It's a good film. And it's the only sequel in the Millennium series. Yeah, GMK was my favorite Godzilla movie until Shin Godzilla came out. Shin Godzilla is just so fucking good. Oh my god, that's such a good movie. Oh my god. Hey, Naughty. Naughty, you need to get brushed today. You need to get brushed today. Come up here so I can brush you. Come up here and get brushed. The character development in all the MonsterVerse movies is bad. I guess it's okay in Skull Island. Honestly, Skull Island is the best MonsterVerse movie. Like, I know everyone wants it to be King of the Monsters, but Skull Island's the best one. Skull Island really is the best MonsterVerse film. And I actually think the Skull Island Kong is my favorite version of Kong. I know it's kind of dumb to say the most recent version of something is your favorite, but it fucking is. It's good. And the MonsterVerse actually deserves a lot of praise, to be completely honest. I mean, it took chances on a dead franchise. The Godzilla franchise was dead at the moment when the MonsterVerse started. Like, dead in the water. Toho didn't even plan on making another one. And Legendary took a chance on Godzilla, did Godzilla right, and, well, the CGI in those movies is incredible. And they used motion capture. I feel like if you do CGI, motion capture is a must. And their CGI is, like, good. CGI is easy to get bad. I mean, look at Aquaman. CGI in Aquaman's fucking terrible. But let's. Okay, so Godzilla has actually had a relatively good track record with CGI. I mean, look at the CG in Shin Godzilla. That movie looks fucking real. Like the fourth form suit of Shin Godzilla isn't a suit, it's CG, but it looks like a fucking suit. When I first saw that, I was like, that's a suit. And then I was wrong because it looked real. That shit looked real. And Shin Godzilla also had practical cities. So the destruction was practical, but Godzilla himself was CG. And they made a puppet. Like, there's that one scene where his head roars. That's a puppet. They also made a big animatronic, but they never used it. I think it actually got stolen. I think it got cut from the film and then stolen. I don't think it got stolen, and that's why they didn't use it. I think it was cut from the film and then stolen. Uh, Imagine that. Shin is fucking incredible. I need to watch that again as soon as possible. I have this married couple that I hang out with, and I showed them Shin Godzilla, and they absolutely loved it. They've watched it multiple times without me now. Shin Godzilla is a fucking incredible film with just incredible effects, incredible acting, incredible writing. It's got a good message, a very relevant message to Japan. They didn't care about international sales of that movie at all. They were like, we're just going to make this movie for the Japanese, and that's fine. I actually think our film industry is enslaved to the Chinese. We won't make anything we don't think the Chinese won't like, and that's fucking stupid. The country making the film, your main audience should be the, country that's making the movie. Like, what the hell? Final Wars fucking sucked dick. Final Wars was a terrible film. Would I want a sequel to Shin? I actually made a video about my sequel idea for Shin Godzilla. You guys want to hear my sequel idea? So, my sequel idea for Shin Godzilla is I kind of don't want a sequel for Shin Godzilla, but I have a sequel idea. My sequel idea is that one of the Shins escaped off of the tail before he froze, right? And then it was like in the sewers and stuff. And you know how that Godzilla can evolve at will? Well, he evolves into a plant-based organism, right? And then the fifth form that escaped off the tail eventually becomes Shin Biolante. And they can't defeat Shin Biolante. Like, it's adapted to what they did to the first Godzilla, so they can't beat it. So in order to beat Shin Biolante, what they have to do is wake up Shin Godzilla with the plan of freezing him again. But by the end of the movie, he doesn't get frozen again. He just walks off into the sunset, going beneath the water. But yeah, my Shin Godzilla sequel idea is basically Shin Biolante. You know what I really want? I want to fucking go on that Universal Studios ride or whatever in fucking Japan with the Shin Ghidorah. Have you guys seen Shin Ghidorah? There's an exclusive action figure that you can only get at Universal Studios Japan because there's a Shin Ghidorah that appears on the Universal Japan Evangelion Godzilla crossover ride, and you know that Godzilla is Shin Godzilla. So the Ghidorah for it is Shin Ghidorah, and it has an action figure that you can only get from the ride, and I want it so fucking badly. Oh my god, but it costs a fucking fortune. Oh, it's cool as fuck though, dudes. It's cool as fuck. You guys seen it? Here, I'll send you a picture. Hold on one sec. I'll send you a picture. Shin Godzilla, what do you do? There's no God. How about you? It's gorgeous. Here, that's a picture of the Shin Ghidorah action figure, which I have to have. I will kill a child to get this figure. A child. I want to go on the ride. And I want the figure. Yeah, it's beautiful, right? I thought it was cool even before I knew what it was from, because I just saw the figure come out, and I thought it was just some concept figure for Ghidorah or something. But no, it's from the Universal Studios 4D ride. And I fucking want one, dude. I fucking have to have one. But I can't. Just can't get one right now. Fucking love Shin Ghidorah. Whoa! Whoa! Someone is selling on eBay. Look at Shin Ghidorah. Someone is selling a GMK King Ghidorah for $20. That's like nothing. Yeah, I need to figure the 2019 Ghidorah also. Well, I have one, but it's the Walmart one. I have the Walmart one, but I want the Bandai one. Even though it doesn't have any articulation. I actually pre-ordered it, found out it didn't have any articulation, and then I canceled it, but it's the only one, other than the monster art, but I don't want the monster art. I actually don't like monster arts that much. I really don't. I think they are overpriced and overrated, and half their joints don't even move that well. So what the fuck? I also need a Grand King Ghidorah. That would really be nice. If I sold some Ultraman figures, would you guys buy them? Because I have a couple Ultraman figures I need to sell. Yeah, I don't have a Des Ghidorah either. I almost got one at G-Fest one year, but I think I just want a loose one. All the ones at G-Fest were in box, and I think I want a loose one. I need... So, drawing tablet, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm saving up for fucking insurance because I'm about to lose my insurance, and I'm not going to have figure money anymore because I got to pay for insurance. Either that or full price doctor bills. Sue me. Kill me. End me. But, yeah, I have Cretaceous Ghidorah, but I still need Grand King Ghidorah and Des Ghidorah. Right now, the action figure I'm trying to find is 7. eBay for $89. Here's one for 165. Here's one for 109. Here's one in box for 189. That's why I don't want one in box. Here's one in box for 150. 207. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so it looks like the best price for Desgador on eBay right now is $88.98 with $17.50 shipping. That makes sense because he's a big figure. Yeah, the action figure I'm looking for right now is Sevenger. Let me search eBay for Sevenger. Nothing. There's nothing. It auto-corrected it to some other thing. No, Sevenger from Ultraman Z. Let me switch up my categories. Let's go to Toys and Hobbies. Sevenger. Oh my god. No, not a dice set. It's an action figure. You can't find it anywhere. It's brand new, and it's already sold out everywhere. Sevenger from Ultraman Z. What the fuck? There's only one on eBay, and it's $44 fucking dollars. This figure was $4 when it came out. I'm not paying $44 fucking dollars for it. It's not happening. It's not fucking happening. Sevenger, Ultraman, Sevenger, Ultraman, Sevenger, Ultraman. Yeah, there's no way in fucking hell I'm paying that much. It's not happening. Not really. I don't think all the toys for Zigra are garbage. The Memorial Box Zigra is actually pretty dope. I think the Memorial Box Zigra is really cool. I really want one. My friends saw one at a convention, and I was like, pick that up for me. I'll pay you back. And they were like, no way. It costs a fortune. And I was like, I'll pay you back. But it's all good. They kept sending me pictures of Godzilla stuff they saw there. And I was like, why send me pictures of these if you won't let me pay you back for one? See, the thing that makes the Memorial Box, the Zigra, look better is that it has fucking legs. Because the regular Movie Monster Series Zigra has fins, and they look bad because it's a standing figure. But the Memorial Box Zigra has legs, so it looks much better. Yeah, see, I told you it was better. Yeah, the concepts trailer. Yeah, I remember. I miss Gamera. The Gamera trilogy are some of my favorite films of all time. Gamera 3 is one of my top 5 films of all time. I was about to say, we get a lot of Ultraman in America now. Subaraya's trying to get someone to adapt it in the West, and Marvel Comics is making an Ultraman comic book. So that'll be cool. It's only a miniseries. I'm gonna get it for sure. I bet the MonsterVerse could have got the rights to Gamera if they wanted. I bet they could have if they wanted for real. But I think it's just such a little known name in America that they didn't bother. But they could have. I bet you anything they could have got the rights to Gamera because no one's fucking using them, right? No one's fucking using them. Gamera 3. I don't think Godzilla and Gamera should fight. I think they should be allies. That just makes more sense to me, especially with the modern day portrayal of Godzilla, where he's more of an anti-hero, force of nature kind of thing. I think that would jive more with him and Gamera being allies. So I don't really want to see a Godzilla versus Gamera. I'd rather see a crossover where they just have to fight the same thing. Any more questions or comments about Toku King? Or anything. Once again, you can ask me anything. I don't give a goddamn shit. Yeah, any single Gamera Heisei film is better than any single Godzilla Heisei film. It's like not even close. It's not even close. Swagger. Stretch. Stretch, my friends. Yeah, that's usually how versus movies go. They fight each other and then they team up. But the fight doesn't have an actual victor because they're two different properties and none of them wants to be seen as the loser to the other. That's how crossovers go. Honestly, I don't think I miss any of Gamera's foes. I'd rather have original monsters. Most of them are too weird or too plain. I predicted who the villain would be for GVK because it's the last one of the big five that hasn't appeared. And also, he was hinted at in the credits. Warner already had the rights to him because of a different movie. So I I know it was leaked. That's what. So too, he tells us about the Spark War, the war in space. Saba already told Dan about a past event. He told him about the Spark War that created the Spark Dolls. Basically, the thing that started the show Ultraman Ginga. You guys have seen that show. Yeah, Saba's already told him the Dark Luigi. He told him that after Close Kaijin attacked him with the Dark Ops Zero Spark Doll and they defeated him. Active anyways. I agree. Megalon should be in another movie. Megalon is a really cool kaiju who was just in a really crappy movie. He's a real cool insane. Megalon is a side monster, but still, he deserves a second chance. For a sec, but it's starting to storm, and my signal is just going to get worse. I'm actually going to bounce myself, G1954. Yeah, it stopped, but I'm going to go because it's just going to get worse. So thank you all. But it's just going to get worse as the storm gets worse. I can hear it rolling in. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to subscribe to Toku King so you never miss an episode. But I'm going to try to do post-episode video streams like this, but I might do them the day after the episode comes out if I can, or the Monday after. So that's it. Thank you all once again, and I'll see you all next time, baby. Hell yeah.